Are you tired of running into the same problems over and over? What if I told you there's a way to get unstuck and turn any challenge into a breakthrough? Today, I'm diving into the 3 steps of first principles thinking. Exactly how billionaires like Elon Musk break down problems and innovate in a way that anyone can learn. Hey everyone, it's James Valentine here. If you don't know who I am, I'm on a mission to empower business owners like yourself, grow their business and elevate their craft. Today, I want to talk about a problem-solving framework called first principles thinking. Imagine having a clear process to dissect any challenge and come up with fresh solutions every time. That's what I'm about to share with you, so stay tuned. So here's the game plan. We're about to dive into the 3 steps of first principles thinking. Step 1 is making assumptions. Step 2 is questioning those assumptions. And step 3 is coming up with clear solutions. This approach has fueled some of the most groundbreaking companies of our time. So by the end of this video, you'll have a fresh perspective and practical steps to apply to any challenge you're facing. Let's dive in. First, let's start off with an analogy to set the stage. Imagine you're designing a new kitchen layout. You have a blank slate, but instead of thinking about what you like it to look like, you're given a standard design, one you've seen hundreds of times. Now, most people will start tweaking with the template, but you'd be still following the same basic structure. First principles thinking, though, is different. It's about taking the problem, peeling back all the conventions and assumptions, and starting from zero to find new ideas. Step 1, making assumptions. So the first step is making assumptions, and let's be real, there's assumptions everywhere. They're shortcuts that help us move through daily decisions. But when it comes to solving complex problems, they can actually hold us back. So let's go back to our kitchen example. Imagine you assume that every kitchen needs large cabinets because that's how it's done. Or you use certain materials because that's what you've always used. These assumptions may seem pretty harmless, but they lock us into predictable solutions. Think about Elon Musk in the early days of SpaceX. The space industry had always assumed rockets can only be used once. That assumption kept costs astronomical, literally. But Elon Musk challenged that thinking. He looked at every cost driver, including rocket reusability, and asked, what if I could reuse rockets? That assumption was the gateway to radically lowering costs for space travel. So identifying your assumptions is like identifying the foundation that your problem is built on. Without that, you're just going to get more of the same. Step 2, questioning your assumptions. Once you've identified your assumptions, it's time to question them. This step is where we dig deeper, going past what's always been done. Go back to our kitchen example. What if you don't need all them big cabinets? What if an open, minimalistic layout with shelves or hidden storage could do the job just as well? By questioning the need for traditional cabinets, you might stumble upon a design that's not only more visually appealing, but is actually more suitable for functionality. Think about the electric car industry. Before Tesla, people assumed that electric cars had to be small, low range, and not very stylish. Those assumptions alone kept the EV industry from growing. Tesla challenged that and asked, what if EVs can be super fast? What if they could look amazing? By breaking away from these assumptions, they changed the way people viewed electric cars entirely. So I want you to try this yourself now. Think of a problem in your life right now and write down every assumption you have about it. Things you think you have to do. Then go through each one and ask yourself, is this true? Or could there be another way? You might be surprised how quickly this exercise can actually open up new solutions and ideas. Step 3, creating solutions. Now comes the fun part, actually creating the solutions. Once we strip down our assumptions, we're left with a clean slate. It's like the foundation of a house ready to be rebuilt. Going back to our kitchen example before, instead of asking and thinking, I need to put large cabinets here, here, and here, you ask, what does this space need to be functional, to be visibly appealing, modern, unique, whatever it may be. This is where creative solutions start to emerge. Imagine you're developing a new product. You could ask, what problem am I truly trying to solve here? That's how Airbnb went from just another booking site to a concept that let people stay in places truly unique worldwide. They didn't limit themselves to assumptions about traditional hotels or rentals. They looked at it from scratch and redefined the problem They ask the question, how can we give people unique experiences when they travel? I encourage you to try this now. Take the assumptions you questioned in the last exercise and start thinking of solutions from a blank slate. Try to be as unconventional as possible. Ask yourself, what do I need to accomplish here? And how can I do it without these old assumptions? So to recap, first, principles thinking. It's a very simple framework, but it leads to really powerful results. Step 1 is make assumptions. Step 2 is question those assumptions. And step 3 is create solutions. This simple framework guides you from initial confusion to crystal clear insights and powerful solutions. As you practice this in your day-to-day life, the process gets much easier and will lead to even more powerful solutions. So here's the thing with first principles thinking. It's a very powerful tool, but if you don't implement it in your day-to-day, then it's all for nothing. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you found it helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.